Have you ever wondered if someone was attracted to you? Stay tuned for a reading to help you figure it out. Hi everybody, I'm Sue Allen Clayton. Welcome to my channel where we're learning how to read tarot one card at a time. In today's reading, we'll look at 4 cards to help a woman figure out if her physical attraction is reciprocated. I will be using the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and there's a link below. I conducted this reading for a woman who is the mother of young children and describes herself as being in a committed relationship. Recently, she believes that she's sensed a strong attraction with the male sales clerk at a retail store near her home. Her question was, is the sales clerk attracted to me? To answer her question, I drew 4 cards. Card number 1 looked at what the sales clerk sees when he sees the querent. I drew the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Card number 2 looked at the sales clerk's recurring thoughts about the querent. I drew the 8 of Pentacles reversed. Card number 3 looked at how the sales clerk's thoughts influenced his actions. I drew the 3 of Wands. And card number 4 is from the bottom of the deck. It looked at the sales clerk's underlying thoughts and beliefs about the querent. I drew the 9 of Pentacles reversed. I'll begin by talking about my first impressions. Pentacles have to do with earning money and financial prosperity. We see 3 Pentacles cards, all reversed. This tells me that the clerk is attracted to the querent to the point that he's finding it difficult to focus on his job. Pentacles are also about family. These upside-down cards tell me that the sales clerk is very aware that a relationship with him will turn the querent's family upside down. And I don't think he wants to do that. Pentacles also have to do with sensuality and physical pleasure. In the reverse position, it tells me that this physical pleasure has a downside. I don't think he wants to act on his attraction because he knows that she's in a committed relationship and has small children. Pentacles represent Earth, and they are related to making grounded, practical decisions. The fact that Pentacles are reversed means that the sales clerk knows that the relationship doesn't make a lot of practical sense, and it would be destabilizing for them both. 3 of these cards are Pentacles, which relate to health, wealth, career, and manifesting what you want in life. The fact that they are all reversed tells me that the relationship will not benefit the sales clerk's health, wealth, career, or long-term goals. We don't see any cards related to lover relationships, such as the Lover's card or the 2 of Cups. In addition, there's a solitary figure in each card, so we don't get a sense that the relationship moves forward or is based on anything except physical attraction. Now let's look at each card individually. Card number 1 looks at what the sales clerk sees when he sees the querent. I drew the Ace of Pentacles reversed. In the upright position, the Ace of Pentacles is a gift from Spirit. We see blue skies and a beautifully maintained garden with red roses, which symbolize love and happiness. The archway represents new opportunities in the physical world. The pentagram in Spirit's hand can represent the body's 5 senses. In the reverse position, the divine hand is at the bottom of the card and the earthly realm is at the top. This means that you've chosen the material world over the spiritual world. In the case of the store clerk, I think he is definitely attracted to the querent, but he also feels a lot of guilt about the potential relationship because his feelings are, let's say, not exactly spiritual. Note that the pentacle is upside down. In the upright position, we can see that a pentacle looks like a person with a head, arm, and legs. Among other things, pentagrams offer protection from evil spirits. We have their head at the top of the card, so they are focused on the spiritual realm, and their body is toward the bottom or physical realm. When the pentagram is facing downward, it shows that all the positive energies have been destroyed. It is also a position where the open legs are facing upward, which symbolizes that sexual energy is dominant. This tells me that the store clerk is very attracted to the querent. The pentacle is falling out of Spirit's hand. This can indicate that the sales clerk is struggling because he doesn't want to lose the opportunity and also knows that the relationship would have a lot of obstacles. I think that the store clerk wonders what would happen if he were to hook up with the querent, but he also knows that it would just be for a physical release rather than a long-term relationship. Since Pentacles are also about money, I think the store clerk is concerned that pursuing this relationship would cause him to lose his job. I don't think his concern is that he will be fired. I think he's worried that if he pursues the relationship and it doesn't work out, he doesn't want to continue working in a place where he could run into her. Card number 2 looks at the sales clerk's recurring thoughts about the querent. I drew the Eight of Pentacles reversed. In the upright position, the Eight of Pentacles represents someone who is reaping the benefits of hard work. We see a craftsperson who has located himself far from the village, where he can concentrate fully on what he's doing. He's got only the tools he requires. His head is down and he's extremely focused. In the reverse position, this card tells me that the sales clerk is very focused on the querent, but he's not willing to put in the hard work required to make their relationship a success. He knows that there's a strong sexual attraction, as we determined in the previous card, but his attraction is mixed with guilt due to the fact she's already in a relationship. However, I think that the sales clerk would be ecstatic if the querent approached him and figured out the logistics of how they'd get together, which would likely include her finding childcare or coming up with an excuse to leave her kids with her significant other. I just don't see the sales clerk taking that kind of initiative, possibly because so many of the decisions need to be made by the querent. Card number 3 looks at how the sales clerk's thoughts influenced his actions. I drew the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands tells me that the store clerk is a man of many accomplishments, indicated by the fact that he's overlooking his fleet of ships and is in control of his life. He does not make impulsive decisions. He's somebody who carefully plans his next moves. Once he's made a decision, he takes the actions required to turn his dreams into reality. So the question becomes, does the sales clerk want to take action and pursue a relationship with the querent? Looking at the 2 previous cards, I don't believe that he does. The Ace of Pentacles told me that he's extremely attracted to her, but he sees a lot of obstacles, including a feeling of guilt. The reversed Eight of Pentacles tells me that, although he thinks about her all the time, he doesn't want to put in the action required to make the relationship work. I think he's carefully considered these things and has figured out the future that he wants, and it does not include the querent. As I mentioned earlier, I don't see any cups in this reading. It would have been nice to see the Lovers or some kind of cup card in this position to indicate a more emotional connection. Wands are about actions. The sales clerk is alone in this card, and I don't think that he's going to take any action about the relationship. The final card in the reading is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. But first, if you're getting benefit from this video, I hope that you'll take a moment to subscribe. It's free for you, and you'll get notified when I post videos, so you won't miss anything. It will also help me to grow this channel. Card number 4, the Nine of Pentacles reversed, looked at the sales clerk's underlying thoughts and beliefs about the querent. In the upright position, the Knight of Pentacles shows someone who has it all. She's a wealthy person who's comfortable being alone. She's relaxing in a luxurious garden where she's enjoying the finer things in life. We see grapes on her grapevines, which are a reward for her hard work. She is a woman who is the epitome of independence and self-control. She is self-sufficient and not relying on anybody else to provide for her. She's not partying and squandering her resources. She looks like someone who is definitely in control of her movements and what goes on in the garden. She's even managed to train a falcon, which is a wild bird, to do her bidding. In addition, she's dressed beautifully, and we can see her castle-like home in the background. However, the Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse position, so it shines a different light on the sales clerk's underlying feelings for the querent. I think he generally wants to be with her, but the analytical part of him that we saw in the Three of Wands knows that she's not someone who fits into his long-term vision. He could see her as too busy for a relationship with him, which I think is totally reasonable given that she's in a relationship with someone else and has small children. I also think that, despite the immense physical attraction, the sales clerk sees the querent as somebody with problems that are more than he wants to deal with. Characteristics of the reverse Nine of Pentacles include someone who has lost her independence, who is vain or entitled, whose life is falling apart, who is in financial trouble and lacking in security, or someone who is overly confident or lacking in self-confidence. Probably not good relationship material. I think that the sales clerk is worried that the querent is looking for someone to rescue her. Whatever the issues are, if we go back to the reversed Eight of Pentacles, I don't think that the sales clerk wants to put a lot of effort into the relationship. In summary, this reading answered the querent's question about whether the sales clerk was attracted to her. It appears that he is very attracted to her and thinks about her constantly. While he sees a potential affair as an opportunity, he's somebody who takes the long view and does not feel that it would work out. He feels guilty about her circumstances because he knows that she's in a committed relationship and has children. He also sees her as having problems that he doesn't want to deal with. Basically, he doesn't want to put any effort into the relationship, although he wouldn't say no if the querent did all the work. And he doesn't see her fitting into his future plans. I hope that this video will help you to conduct a reading for yourself or someone else. Please leave a comment if you'd like to share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.